Before Jamestown, before Plymouth, there was Santa Elena. Billboards in and around Beaufort and on interstates and South Carolina's state highways bear this message. So too do leaflets in the tourist center off Carteret Street, pointing to the little-known Spanish incursion into the Sea Island that is part of the long-hidden history of Catholicism in South Carolina. Ribault Road is named for Jean Ribault, the Frenchman, a French Huguenot, who started a colony on what is now Paris Island. One of his surprises was what is estimated to have been $1.6 million in Spanish gold looted from Native Americans there. It may have come from sunken vessels, but more likely originated with adventurers and explorers who started visiting Santa Elena in the early 16th century, decades before Pedro Menendez de Avilés erected forts and a settlement. By 1566, a year after Ribault's death in a Spanish-led slaughter, there was Fort San Felipe at Paris Island. By 1577, there was Fort San Marcos. An earlier settlement was called San Miguel de Guadalupe. It appears that Beaufort's prize and Paris Island's precursor, Santa Elena, changed hands and names a number of times. It was part of La Florida, the Spanish colonial expanse, and there is growing evidence that Santa Elena was its first capital. Some say that Spanish seafarers arrived on the island as early as 1514. Others cite the first voyage of historical record as landing at Santa Elena in 1521. The location is still subject to dispute, with current St. Helena Island and Hilton Head Island in South Carolina, Tybee in Georgia, and the environs of Winyah Bay, South Carolina, sometimes claimed as the site. But the preponderance of evidence points to Santa Elena having been the sea island off Beaufort, where Marine recruits currently slog through mud, seagrass, and fallen branches tangled with bug-infested moss. It was regarded as a jewel. Ribault, who called it Charles Fort, said in an older English translation, "There is no fairer place." He saw Port Royal Sound as having the potential of a great seaport. When the Spanish held their 21-year settlement from 1566 to 1587, they undoubtedly saw the same panorama of possibility. For the Diocese of Charleston, not established until 1820, it is historically significant that Santa Elena served a dual purpose, establishing a base for the Spanish territory in the New World and the propagation of the faith.